Hey there, my fellow lunatics, and welcome to Dakon's Madhouse. Today we're going to go over Corekeeper's second boss, Ghorm. Ghorm, like Glurch, is rather simple. His tactic, singular, is very easy to figure out. You can fight him pretty much right after taking down Glurch. Ghorm is even easier to find than Glurch. You have the option of using the scanner that unlocks after defeating Glurch, but to be honest, you don't really need it. Ghorm spawns 220 tiles from the core and moves in a constant circle around the clay and stone biomes, taking 4 minutes to complete a single circuit. His track is easy to spot because it will be a large open area full of orange ground slime. To find Ghorm, pick a direction, any direction, and travel in a straight line until you find the massive line of orange ground slime. Then lay your trap and wait. Before heading to Ghorm's path, you'll want to craft around 150 spike traps. Now this will take a bit of tin, so be sure to start harvesting a tin boulder as soon as you can. If you use the Ghorm scanner, you will be able to see where Ghorm is on his track. This can tell you how much time you have to prepare for the fight, and while it's not necessary, it is helpful for planning when to actually place your traps and clear out your slime. So let's quickly talk gear. The goal is to kill Ghorm with the traps, but it never hurts to be prepared to actually fight him. You can do the fight in wooden or copper armor, either is fine. I highly recommend having the Swift Feather in your offhand for this fight, as you may need the extra burst of speed. When it comes to weapons, it doesn't matter much. If you do this fight with either ranged or with melee, either is equally effective. A wooden bow or a copper sword is really all that you need. Ghorm moves quickly, and all the slime he leaves behind slows you down heavily, so being able to catch Ghorm is very important to fighting him. To catch him, you will need some food buffs. I recommend mixing the bomb peppers and the heart berries together to make you the hearty pepper wrap. The movement speed buff it gives is extremely helpful. It's also useful to fish up a yellow blisterhead fish. You can get this fish in the clay caves by fishing in the acid water. This fish gives you immunity to being slowed by ground slime. Combine that with a rockjaw fish for extra melee damage, or a blue cave guppy for extra dodge chance. Personally, I recommend using larva meat to get that extra critical hit chance, but there are several choices. It doesn't hurt to make a few healing potions as well. You can make them with heart berries and slime. You're going to want to make around 5 to 10. That'll be more than enough. Bring a copper or an iron hoe with you and clear out as much of Ghorm's path as you can in a single direction. Then lay down spike traps behind you to fill up the space. Once you've placed all your traps and cleared as much slime as you can, it's time to wait for Ghorm. Ghorm has one tactic. He runs you over. That's it. Ghorm runs around his track, and he doesn't stop moving until he's taken around 20% of his health and damage. Once that happens, he enrages and starts actively attacking the player. He moves in large, random spiral patterns, destroying everything in his path. Walls, traps, mobs, everything. He leaves down behind him dirt ground and ground slime as he moves. He keeps moving in these circular patterns, charging you every single time that he turns. To fight Ghorm, you want to use the terrain to your advantage. Those spike traps you laid out earlier will do most, if not all, of your damage. Hopefully the spikes kill Ghorm outright, but that doesn't always happen. When Ghorm enrages, he pauses for a moment and then turns in a direction and starts tearing everything down. If he turns into the remaining spike traps, they will do all the work for you. If he doesn't, then you will need to fight. With your immunity to being slowed and your movement speed boost, you should be able to position yourself to stay out of Ghorm's direct reach while still being able to shoot or stab him. If you need it, the Swift Feather can give you that extra burst to get out of the way. He should be close to death, so it shouldn't take you too many hits to kill him. Use a healing potion if you need to, stay out of the reach of his charge, and just keep attacking until he goes down. Ghorm has several guaranteed drops. The chest, of course, that holds everything. This is your second double chest. He also always drops his stomach bag, which is a 12-slot bag that also gives you a boost to your hit points. There are two important items on the guaranteed drop list. The first is the Mysterious Idol. This is another NPC summoning item, just like the slime oil from Glurch. Place this in a small room with a bed and a door to summon the Caveling Merchant. This merchant is useful because you can buy the summoning idols from him. Summoning idols that you re-summon defeated bosses like Glurch and Ghorm so that you can fight them repeatedly. The second important item is Ghorm's horn. The horn is placed on Ghorm's statue as part of your quest to power the core. When you place Ghorm's horn in the statue, you'll unlock 3 new items: the Carapace Helm, the Carapace Breastplate, and the Recall Idol. The Carapace Helm and Breastplate are really only useful if you're into explosion damage, but it's otherwise really not that great. These pieces of armor honestly are ones that you can skip over. However, the Recall Idol is really useful. It allows you to teleport directly to the core no matter where you are, and it's only 1 ancient gemstone and 1 mechanical part. You're going to want to keep a regular supply of these on you at all times. Ghorm will drop a variety of other items when he's killed, but the chance is random. The most notable items are the Larva Ring and the Larva Chest. The ring isn't really that impressive, but it does give a plus 21 hit point bonus, which isn't bad in the early game. If you don't have a better ring, this one works great. Its best feature, however, is being part of a 2-part set with the Grub Egg Necklace. Completing it makes you immune to being slowed by slime, making it so that you don't need that fish food anymore. The Larva Chest will be one of the first major pieces of your mining set. Use it combined with the rock and stone rings to get a much bigger boost to your mining. Ghorm's summoning idol is just off of his main track. You'll have to hunt for it a bit, and I recommend marking it with a skull on your map once you locate it so that it's easier for you to find later. To re-summon Ghorm, you'll need to buy a Ghorm summoning idol from the Caveling NPC vendor for 500 ancient coins. Just place the idol on the summoning circle, and poof, you've got a brand new Ghorm. And I think that just about wraps it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and until next time, stay crazy.